Trio, 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 trio.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Pow, what it do? What it do? What's up, people? Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Hey Bruh, You Seen This podcast, where we talk about everything from fatherhood to entertainment to what's trending. Just imagine kicking it back with your folks and chopping it up with your people. That's what we out here to do. And I am one of your hosts. It's your boy King Deem on the mic. You already know what it is. And I'm here, of course, with my guy Gangsta Grizzles in the building. What's going on, Smoke?
Gangsta Grizzles. What's happening with you, man? What's good, man?
Chilling, man. I feel real good, man. You know, we out here, we on the video right now. Out here looking good, kind of icy, you know what I'm saying? It's a little chilly in here. You know what I'm talking about?
Upgraded.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrade.
I know y'all hear me on my mic, too, sounding all sex. I know y'all hear me make a nigga want to sing, boy. You never
Cleaned up the
find.
audio.
Bum, 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 bum. Smoke in the nighttime.
Another. Nah. That ain't the version. You know the version. You'll never find.
Blah, 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 blah.
Another hairline like mine.
Hey, man, shout out to all the Benjamins, man. That's top 5 for me.
Hey,
I don't care what nobody said. That's top 5 for me, boy. You sleep. That's top 5.
Hey, Mike got some food, bro.
Food, bro. What's going on, man? How everything been with you?
Everything good, man. Shit, we ain't really recorded in a minute. We drop an episode, but we ain't recorded, man.
We had stacked up on y'all for a little bit, so.
Yeah. We was on a little vacation. But yeah, man, 4th of July. What you did for 4th of July?
Went to church.
For 4th of July?
It was a Sunday.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, the 5th was the Monday. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So. You see, I ain't a church boy, nothing like that, but I noticed that like people who really like going to church all the time, they was going to church pretty much for every damn holiday. It sounds like a miserable life to live.
Yeah,
but you know, like going to church every holiday.
No, I mean,
like,
I'm not one of those who go every holiday. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, there are people. You know what I'm saying? And church be open. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Church be open. So, but shit, man, what you want to get into today, man? I know it's been a little minute.
Oh man, it has been a little minute, man. What's been going on, man? USA lost to Nigeria.
Yeah, first exhibition game.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah, that Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, man. What you think about the team right now? Like, what you think?
I don't know, bro. Like not having, I don't know everybody who's on the team to be real, but I remember seeing the list. And I was just thinking, like, dang, I ain't really excited about this team. They'll probably win, like, gold and whatnot as far as the Olympics is concerned. But, like, I was looking, I'm like, okay, ain't no Bron. I'm looking at the big names. I think Giannis not even playing. And even still, I think Giannis wouldn't play for the U.S.
Yeah. He's not from the U.S.
Yeah, if anything, he probably would play for either Nigeria
Greece.
or Greece.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm almost 100% he's playing for Greece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like the way I said, this feel like one of those times. Like you remember, like I don't know how many Olympics ago. Like we had a team, and it wasn't like we had some big names on there too.
The last Olympics, bro, we ain't had. That was that was a kind of mediocre team. I mean,
we won gold, right?
Last year?
I think we won. No.
I mean, not last year. Last Olympics.
Did we win?
I think I'm thinking about the FIBA. I'm thinking about the World Cup team. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the World Cup.
Yeah, you might be talking about World Cup.
I'm talking about World Cup.
There was a team. I feel like there was a team maybe 2 Olympics ago, and the team was like, it had some big names on it, but like they came in like second place.
I do remember that. To Spain, they lost to Spain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So like I'm sitting here now looking at this team, and you don't have the big names, and they don't mean like them boys can't play, but it's kind of just like, I don't know, but it's whatever. But outside of that shit, though, salute to Chris Paul, NBA Finals.
Facts.
Giannis, NBA Finals.
For sure. It's looking like Suns and four, but we gonna see how it go.
Yeah, at the time of this recording, it's 2-0.
2-0. 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick to just talk about Team USA, man. Like I like the team, bro, but one thing, we don't really have no bigs. I know it's kind of international ball, but we don't really have no bigs. Two, I know I'm not an NBA, but Kevin Love, it's like,
yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah.
Like
I was highly confused about that.
I know I ain't no professional player. I'm not in the NBA, all that, but we couldn't get no Kevin Love. Like we couldn't get like, I mean it's okay. I'll just name like maybe 4 people like who not even like great. You know what I'm saying? But like we could have took over Kevin Love. I would have took Andre Drummond over Kevin Love. I would have took Zion over Kevin Love, huh?
Yeah, is Bam Adebayo on there?
Bam on there, yeah. He on Team USA.
Okay, Bam there. Okay.
But I was thinking too, it's not too many like American bigs no more. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the bigs are
AD not playing.
AD's injured. Joel Embiid is from like Cameroon. You know what I'm saying? Jokic is not from America. When you think about the top big guys, it's only so many that are American. So yeah, I mean that's kind of that. I feel like that's a little bit of struggle. And then it's not no like I guess a true leader. Like somebody gonna have to step up and be like a true leader. Like I feel like it should be KD, but we just gonna have to see, man. But yeah, this also first game exhibition. Got to get a little chemistry. So I think they'll be straight. But I do agree with you about it not being one of the stronger teams. Not it's. I know it's not the strongest team we could possibly see. So that always be my thing too. Wishing that we could always see the strongest team possible. But real quick, just thinking about it now, like as a black person, how do you feel? How would you feel about playing for Team USA? Because Steven Jackson in Stack 5, he said something recently like why would you go out and put all this on the line for a country that don't even love you? You know what I mean? Like that don't even treat you that same way. So. And that's a very very valid point. So, what's your thoughts on that, real quick?
And just to add on to that, I guess also like I think that's the issue, not just with basketball right now, but like with a lot of couple of things, like the swimming team. I don't know if you heard about their
swim
changing
caps,
rules
yeah,
about swim caps, the Sha'Carri Richardson thing, which we can get into that in a second. You had another girl from track and field who was not really trying to stand for the
Did you hear about the two? I don't know what country they were from, but because of the way they were born, I guess better muscles or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but they are not letting them run. They are.
Hold on, before we even jump to that, hold on. Let me ask you a question. So, how I feel about that if I was black compete for the U.S. Right now, bro, we in a time that everybody's obviously highly sensitive, right? I don't know. Personally, if I was in that place, I look, I'm a run for like if I was on track, I'm a run. If I'm playing ball, I'm a run. I think I would be on a team. I think I would more likely be like, look, I'm one of the best athletes in the world, right? So I'm gonna go out and go compete. It's another thing to be like, we've seen many times and times again of people protesting on the stand when they win, or turning their back when the anthem's playing, things like that. Whatever. I think there's ways to express that you're not satisfied with the treatment that's going on in the country amongst colored people. But I think me personally, yeah, I would play. Like, but the thing too, like Steven Jackson, I feel like people tend to take this high horse when it comes to these situations where like this is like these once in a lifetime opportunities to do certain things, right? Not to say that they can't go back to the Olympics, but it's like you sit out, you say, hey, I ain't running for the U.S. Cool, bro. That's not gonna make no difference. Like we gotta start realizing, bro. These things like, oh, I'm just not gonna be at the table or I'm not gonna participate. That ain't gonna make no difference, bro. Like unless you like one of the biggest names and you make it a big deal. Like for instance, if I can't even think of who like top. Oh well, I guess I could say Alex Felix, but like one of these top names for the U.S. across a major sport. Like back in the day, if Michael Phelps came out and said like, "Yo, I'm not swimming for y'all. I'm not satisfied with the way that we're treating the minorities in this country, so on and so forth. I ain't rocking with it." That type of thing will make waves. Yeah. But like you, kind of a lesser known individual.
I feel you. It depends on the person. I think also to his point though, he was saying like it has to be like a general consensus. So for it to having a true effect, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be the whole team, or like, you know, we ain't this sport ain't playing, you know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be something like that. I agree for it to be like one person not doing it, you know, they're just gonna find a replacement, and somebody gonna take that because they need to feed their family and they need to, you know what I'm saying? So I mean it's just like that. But
exactly.
Real quick, South Africa's Caster Semenya can run 800 meters faster than any woman on the planet, but the 2-time Olympic gold medalist won't defend her title in Tokyo because her testosterone levels exceed a 2018 limit imposed by track's governing body on female athletes competing in distance between 400 and 1500. So technically,
see, that's to me. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I mean, I was just about to say. So technically, she can't run because of her genetic. I mean, I don't know if it would be called genetic makeup, but I mean, pretty much basically the way she was born. She can't run because of that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You know what I mean? That's
bullshit.
That's baby
I
back
can understand
BS.
if she I can understand if she went to went to a doctor and got testosterone shots or HGHG, whatever the fuck it's called, human growth hormone, steroids, any of that, cool. But like a natural, like you're born with whatever it is, fair game, right? Because we don't say to Usain Bolt like, oh, well, your stride length because of your height and your leg length, that's unfair. You were born with that. You can't compete.
Facts.
You don't say that, but he was born like that, right? Well, you don't say to LeBron James or these other physically crazy gifted individuals, you can't compete because you were born with this highly advantage, like this high advantage. Like fuck that. Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, to be honest with you. And I think if the shoe was on the other foot as far as race, I don't really know right now. I don't really know. We're in a
crazy space. I mean, but I mean,
yeah,
history does repeat itself though, and if we would kind of just want to go to the past, you know, Michael Phelps got caught with the tree. We can move into Sha'Carri now. So Michael Phelps did get, you know, a tree. What I don't remember it exactly, but long story short, marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Marijuana and Michael Phelps were connected, and he's still swimming. You know, he was still able to swim. You know, beat everybody, get his gold medals, that one silver. You know what I'm saying? So, there wasn't any consequences to him, and I'm pretty sure people gonna have, I guess, like the ones who have more detail on the situation, they might have something to say. But as far as I know, at the end of the day, I mean, this looked the same to me.
So I would have to look at the details of the Phelps situation. So one thing with Sha'Carri's thing is it happened right before the Olympics, and when I say right before, I mean like within suspension limits, because that's what's going on. She didn't just get banned from the Olympics because like, oh, you smoke weed, you're banned. It was like
the time
you violated whatever this is, and it was within whatever your suspension would be, the automatic suspension day. But yeah, you know, if the Phelps situation was very, very much similar.
I don't know how similar it was for real though, honestly.
Yeah, the one thing too, people gotta somebody was pointing out, I think it was Emmanuel Acho on one of them sports networks. He was saying like, yo, it's the world, like the World Association that banned her. It wasn't like the U.S. who said like she can't run. Like a part of me like is thinking like the U.S. You know, we've seen the U.S. being like, yo, if it's anything, they will relish in trying to, or just quote unquote we will relish in doing is being winners, right, and asserting that dominance across different industries, whether it's sports or something else. So I have a feeling somebody would have made that test go away if it was up to the U.S.
because they want to be on top. I can understand that. That's actually a very good point, and a very good I guess detail to point out. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I guess we weren't even thinking about it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't up to the U.S. to whether she to decide whether she ran or not. You know, it's kind of up to the World Committee, the Tokyo Committee. I mean, you know, it was up to them. So that's actually, I think that's an important detail to point out. You know, being that it's not the U.S. But we also do know, I mean, the U.S. will only do it to benefit themselves too. So another thing. But I mean, a lot of people are like that. So you know, that's almost the way of the world. You know, so that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, you know,
yeah, it's to me it's funny because like I feel like I know. Depending on who you are and what your status is, bruh, things can be pushed to the side. People can make it go away. So and like I feel like, you know, from seeing and knowing people who've been around that sport so many times, man, all these athletes, from professional grade to non-professional grade, man, like they smoking weed. It's crazy that we still in a time right now, not just in the U.S., but as the world is progressing, right, where we are still shunning the idea of being a partaker in weed, which, you know, it's hard to not believe that is just aimed at black people, right?
I mean, I think some of it has to do with the previous connotations that's just been had on it, and people get stuck in their ways. You know, the older you are, the harder it is for you to learn something new. So when people get stuck in their ways, and they get to a point where like, okay, now they just see, you know, certain words that they associate with bad. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, this is random, but a lot of times we associate the word habits with bad, but you can have good habits too. So
that's true.
So it's a lot about the mind programming that people go through, and you know, the openness that they have to maybe expand their mind or try to learn something new, or at least take in a new thought. So a lot of it has to do with that too, because a lot of the world, especially this country, was, you know, kind of built on old things, history from the past that just plain old. The best way to say it just need to be changed. Honestly, you know what I mean. So yeah, there's that. But hey man, ain't nothing wrong with a little weed, man. Just partake at the right time, because at the end of the day, she knew the rule. She knew what was going on, and she still chose. I do know that she was going through some stuff in life. So you know what I mean, that's very, you know, very valid, but at the same time, she also did know that she was in our. I don't know the as far as like money and all that, but I mean, this is
she shouldn't be.
I feel like the Olympics is a great opportunity as far as like to be able to take care of your family, and you know what I'm saying, like be able to kind of put yourself in a position to where you can kind of do what you need to do and make an impact on the world. So a lot to be thought about with that, but this from in my eyes, it's just clearly like an impulse decision that she kind of learning from right now. So
yeah, like as you say that too, what comes to mind on this topic too is like people are making this a very big race thing, right? And like I think there's so many bigger battles to fight. Like when it comes to the whole race and equality conversation and topic, like, you know, like you said, bro, she knew what she was doing, the risk she was taking. I feel like every athlete who is held to whatever association rule based on drug use or whatever you want to call it, they try to play the game of like, all right, time it here or whatever. And if they were to, they know how it works. So like if they're gonna say like, all right, well, I don't even care. Like if it happens, it happens. That's on them. You feel me? That's not. Long story short, we don't need to be fighting those battles. There's a lot more battles to be fought. Like a lot more important battles.
Yeah, and a lot of times we really just have to kind of learn how to take a little responsibility. I feel like a lot of the world has kind of a hard time taking responsibility for their actions. It's almost kind of human instinct for people to look for someone else to blame or look for something to blame their circumstances on, when at the end of the day, there is always something that we could have done better. There's always something that we did to get us to where we are. Like the reason we are in whatever position we are in at the time is solely based on us. You know what I'm saying? We can input all of these factors that, you know, may have a cause and a strain on that, but at the end of the day, it's kind of our choice to kind of do what we got to do to make moves and try to change our situation if we want it to be changed. So yeah, man, we got to take responsibility for our actions, honestly. And when we do that, I think, you know, things will go a lot smoother. The world will just kind of get a lot better.
And it's just to end this off on Shelly Ann Fraser Price from Jamaica. Shout out. She was waiting on that smoke. She was gonna send that thing. She was gonna send that thing home. But,
yeah, man, it's exciting though.
But no, it sucks. It sucks that we couldn't
battle.
see. Like
yeah,
I was
couldn't see that battle.
Yeah, bro. I was waiting for that.
I mean, we might get a little glimpse in the 4x1. You know, might get a little glimpse.
Nah, she's not even the 4x. She's not even in the 4x1. She can't. They left. Now this is the U.S. from what I understand. The U.S. left her off the team.
Oh man.
That one.
That's a whole nother 30 minutes. Yeah, we won't get into that, but that's a whole. Now, damn, bro, I was just kind of giving them credit too, low key. Oh man,
because I had saw, like, you know, when she got suspended, I had saw there was like, okay, well,
yeah, I even seen a little post like, you know, I'm back or what, something like that.
Probably within a week after that came out, she ain't running, and it's not because she just chose not to run. It's because. Yeah, wow. They left her out.
Yeah, so I'll leave that.
Hey, man, but she living her best life, man. Regardless, she living her best life, bro. Sha'Carri, I was saying this in one of our chats, where Sha'Carri, for those who understand this term, Sha'Carri a ratchet. You can see it all. It's written all over her, bro. She a ratchet, like ratchet in the sense of like, yo, she wild. She enjoy herself. She ain't worrying about that bullshit. She fucking with trap music. She smoke a little bit. She probably drink a little bit, but she run fast as fuck. Like, so she living life, bro. I think I saw a post of her. I don't know. It might have been an ESPY or some shit like that. Or her and what's the baby, bro. We're talking, bro, and on high key looked like they was, you know, flirting and whatnot. So she ain't tripping, bro. She living life. So. Live your life.
Yeah, man. She gonna be all right though. She is gonna be A-okay,
she
man. She gonna be A-okay, man.
She'll
for sure. For sure. Speaking of, like, I guess people trying to, you know, just go to newer heights. And well, what you thinking about this new rule for the college players? They you know, they got a chance to make a little bread now.
I think it's flames. I think it's fire, to be honest with you. At this point, like what we've seen. It's been out since July 1st, I think, and it's been deals upon deals.
Random deals, right? Like, and crazy random shit.
Yeah. I heard about it. It's a dude, a lineman. I think he like 6'4", 330 pounds or something like that, bro. And you want to know what his endorsement deal is? Selling advertising scented candles.
Crazy, bro. I seen somebody advertising like dog care. Like, bro, like the craziest stuff, dog. The craziest stuff. But I mean, shoot, I ain't mad that they able to, you know, get their bread. Cause I was explaining to somebody, like, the argument is like, okay, they get taken care of a lot in school. You know what I'm saying? Full scholarship, maybe not have to go to class or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But I said this example for somebody who has a full scholarship, as a full academic scholarship, they can still use their likeness or do whatever on the side to make money for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Whereas the athlete who has this same full scholarship cannot do that because they play a sport for the school. You know what I'm saying? So this just gives them the opportunity to be able to make money on the side. You know what I'm saying? Whereas any other college student can do that, you know, but the athlete can't.
Bro,
so,
the NCAA has been milking that shit. Like, they've been milking these players for a long time, for years. Like, you got to think, bro. Like, we know plenty of athletes: football, basketball, track, all that, and we have seen the schedule these individuals have, bro. So cool. Shout out to you giving them a full ride to get an education.
You was going to say education?
Essentially, Yeah, I was about to say education. Shout out to you getting them an education and paying for it full ride. Oh man, on the face that looks so nice. But the time consumption and the mental consumption and the emotional consumption that you give and you take from these athletes. All right, cool. They're gonna study. Most of them dudes, they study in like the majors that, if they don't make it to the pros, they may not be able to do nothing with it per se, right? So like, what are you really doing? Because you know that the least you can do is pay for their damn education and give them full scholarships. Bro.
For them bringing all that bread to your
crazy,
school.
Bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, bro, to the whole NCAA. And like when we talk about the Power 5 conferences, like man, bruh, they across all sports, if we being honest, because like, football is gonna be the main one that comes up, but you have like basketball teams, you have track teams that are fire. You got baseball teams that are like the SEC got some fire baseball teams. So like, those individuals, for them to be as great as they are and to put on for the school as much as they put on, bruh, they waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, boom, a quick 30 minutes to get ready, eat breakfast, blah, blah, blah. Then practice at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. You can practice about an hour and a half. Then you go to your first class. Maybe you got another class after that. Maybe you got like a 30-minute, 40-minute, or 30 minutes to an hour break. Then you go into a practice. Then you going back to class.
Got to work out in there, and all that for sure.
We at no point in my life, and I think in any, and these are not normal individuals. I understand that, but even when I'm working as hard as I can work, I don't believe that we are living the lives that college athletes, like professionals, they got way more free reign. But like, it's crazy, bro. And the fact that they were trying to push so hard not to pay them, but it's
no, you good.
So this is one benefit of it, right? So, all right, cool. They weren't trying to pay them because the NCAA in general were trying to keep the money. But let's make this clear: these are not the schools paying the students. This is just them.
I was just about to say that the NCAA still ain't dishing out no motherfucking money, dog. Like literally, they opened up for a kid, not a penny, bro. The schools, nobody's dishing out no money, bro. It's just allowing them an opportunity to go out and make money for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like it's right. Like it's a right. big deal, yes, but at the same time, like these schools or whatever, like this, I don't feel like this was a hard decision or a big decision for them because they don't have to dish out no extra bread. They may have to change something as far as like maybe not putting names on the back of the jerseys or whatnot. But even then, I don't even know if these kids will get paid for the jersey sales. You get what I'm saying? Like you get like we don't know that. So it from my eyes, I think it's literally just based off the endorsement. So these kids still have to, on top of doing all their practicing, they have to figure out a way to go out and get that endorsement. Because if we're gonna keep it real, like everybody not gonna get an endorsement. You know what I'm saying? Every college athlete is not gonna get an endorsement, and right. most college athletes probably won't get an endorsement. You know what I'm saying? But and that's just the plain and simple fact. You get what I mean? Like it's tough, bro. It's tough,
bro. As you say that, right? And I was going to go into this. Could you imagine? Well, you weren't in school.
Tim Tebow.
Could you imagine?
No, that's
he's
the
like
example
right
that I use, bro. That 15 jersey. Bro, off jersey sales alone, bro. That 15 jersey, bro. Tim Tebow should be. Yeah, he should have made a lot of money off jersey sales alone, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying they got this man's statue in the school. I'm saying they got a plaque of this man's speech in the school. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? And now he playing tight end for the Jaguars. What?
Right. You were still in high school when that was going on, bro. But like when I tell you when we walked the campus and you saw like it was like it's so wild because you'll see how they'll talk about him on TV and like very down to earth guy as far as when you see him and you meet him and whatnot. But like the man was truly treated like God, like Jesus Christ. Like it
yeah, hoes washing his feet and shit.
Bro, I want to say like think about him being like his status at that time and this rule being in place, bro. I think the highest deal we've seen today is like a $2 million.
Percy
deal.
Miller's
I think it was
son,
like
yeah,
Percy
$2
Miller,
million
Master P's
for a
son.
tech
Right.
company.
Bro, Tim Tebow would have ate that up. I mean, Tim would have had. I think Tim would have cracked.
No,
like 10
easy.
million
I was gonna say
on endorsement
minimum,
deals,
bro.
easily.
Minimum 10
Easily.
mil. Minimum 10 mil.
Right.
Minimum
He
10
was
mil.
like, he was a prototypical. He's in the church. He's always talking about God. He had the kneel every time he scored and looking up to the sky.
T-bowing,
like,
bro.
He was the.
Like,
He was the. It was a name.
What?
T-bowing, right?
Come on,
So,
bro. He could,
bro, I couldn't imagine.
off of T-bowing
couldn't
alone,
imagine.
he could
I
have
can't-
made shirts that people would have bought, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like this man, he missed out on bread.
Tim Tebow, Reggie
Another
Bush. You can go back to, I guess you could say Matt Leinart back
You
in
can
those
go back
days.
to
Who else?
Johnny Manziel
Manziel.
made bread, but you can go back to Jerry Rice. You can go back to Dion. You can go back to bro. Imagine how much
Deion,
bread
for
Dion
sure,
would have
for
made.
sure.
2 sports. Come on, what?
Man. Wow.
That's why Jerry Curl
But
looked
I
wet,
salute
but
it,
it was
man.
dry. That's why.
Hey, my dog would have. It would have been 2 things he wouldn't promote. Would have been advertising, automatic.
So
Jerry
glow.
Curl, S Curl, Jerry Curl enhancer. Just make your soul glow. And then gold,
jewelry, bro.
gold,
Come on,
gold
man.
jewelry.
Shades. Come on.
Rip. They would have him like he'll have cutouts. He'll have cutouts, bro, plastered through Tallahassee.
He would have had bread, bro.
Shit.
He would have had bread. But okay, let's.
But
I guess to talk about the other side a little bit. Do you think that this will hinder the athletes from wanting to go pro?
oh hell yeah. That's just a surplus of money because it may not be as much as what you make. Like for instance, let's say that you're like you the hot shit in your local area and some local business is dropping the bag on you to advertise, but in real life you probably not really that good. Maybe you're like a 3rd round pick or whatever. Your salary may be a little lower, but like that's the opportunity to like get to millions upon millions, right? You know, you show out. And that's consistent, bro. Like, yeah.
No, I feel you
They
100%,
still
bro.
go,
When I got asked that question, the first thing I said was, bro, that's real money. They not getting no money. Percy Miller, you maybe will see another $2 million. You're not gonna see that many $2 million deals. You know what I'm saying? And then him,
Right.
bro,
Yeah,
he
no,
goes
hell
to
no.
Tennessee State. You get what I'm saying? Like he goes to Tennessee State, bro.
You know that was
That was because he's
That was
Percy
connections
Miller's
and knowing
son.
the right
You get
people.
what I'm saying? He's going to Tennessee State. So the odds of I'm not
Yeah.
saying he can't, but the odds of him going to the NBA are not that great. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Shit, I ain't even think about that shit to be honest. I ain't even think
like
about it, bro.
You
You right.
feel me?
You
So
right.
like they ain't
You
really
right.
gonna be like these endorsements. This is gonna be great for them, but not too many athletes are gonna be out here banking like that to where it's pro money. Pro money is something different. Pro money
Yeah.
is something different.
the next person probably in basketball who can probably take off on that will be Bronny.
Yeah,
Bronny.
exactly.
He will be the one to probably take off on
Yeah.
as far as endorsements if he go to.
If he goes to college, but
If he goes to college, yeah, I was just
he
about to
probably.
say,
I mean,
yeah,
he
he
might do a
might-
one and
he may
done.
go to the G
I don't
League,
know.
who
I
knows?
don't. I mean, he dope. He good, but I don't know. I don't know if he gonna come out of high school.
So with this conversation, right, I was listening to another podcast recently, Bomani's podcast, and what they brought up, which I didn't think about, is this whole thing of them approving this rule. It does create like this loophole for colleges to pay players, right? So, for instance, automatic in recruiting, what you see is like most of these big schools,
It's
most
low
of
key like laundering money, like cleaning money.
Yes.
Power.
All you just call it like, oh well, I'm gonna pay you to advertise for the school,
Exactly.
right? And you're on payroll.
Bro,
Like,
oh
so-
man, that's finesse right there.
So it's a definite back door. So you're gonna have a lot of
That's some
programs
ghost
who
shit.
are going to take advantage of that. But this is what I just found out recently. All right, boom. So we went to UF. We have seen UF, our alumni, we look at it and be like, they got money. Cool. Right. That's how we look at it. But from listening to other people and just experience, just conversations and whatnot, what I've heard even more so is like, yeah, UF and a lot of these SEC schools got money, but when you thinking about who can pay, you got schools like Ohio State and other schools like in the Big 12 or Big 10, whatever the fuck it is. The Michigan States and those types of schools around there and whatnot. Maybe Michigan, I'm not too sure, but those schools who have deep
Michigan sponsored by
pockets
Jordan, okay.
as far as the alumni.
I said Michigan sponsored by Jordan.
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah, UF sponsored by Jordan too. But like, I personally don't believe UF can drop the bag like some of these other schools. Like, to be honest with you,
I
bro.
think they could. And the reason, let me tell you the reason I say that. Latter years maybe hasn't been so great, but as far as like the just off of sports alone, because if I'm a school and I want to pay an athlete, I'm gonna pay them only off of what we make from sports. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna touch any of our other funds or whatever. So just off of sports alone, we have. I mean, as far as the teams, bro, our like basketball, our football team has been okay. You know, our basketball team hasn't been great for the last couple of years. But I mean, when I was there, they made the Elite Eight. A little bit before when I was there, they went back to back. There's money in that. There's money in our baseball team winning the College World Series. There's our volleyball team is fire. Like all of the sports.
See, you're thinking about the revenue. That's
But I preface my statement by saying, if I'm a school, I'm not gonna pay a student off of any other funds that we make but sports. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're talking. So look. Listen. Yeah, you have the revenue from these sports that you can get into that bucket and say like we can pay you out of that. No, I'm talking about the alumni and the boosters who are worth billions.
I
give
see.
money.
Okay,
Specifically. Yeah,
and
that's
you don't
what
think
I'm
you
talking
got
about.
that, bro?
Yeah,
You,
that's what I'm talking about.
we was just
Bruh, no. Listen. I believe that UF is top tier. No doubt about it. I believe that UF got like money. You feel me? But I believe there's a reason that you had non-SEC schools build up their facilities well before you saw UF build up their facilities. When I was in school,
from the donors.
Ohio State and a lot of those other schools were already building up these high-tech ass facilities. You feel me? Then you saw the likes of UF just built up that indoor practice facility, and they redid I think the locker rooms like in the past like 3 or 4 years. We're talking about like 10 years ago. These other people were doing it. And I don't believe that's because you had someone or a group of people who'd said, hey man, how about y'all take this good, cool 50, 100 mil real quick, man. I'm tired of seeing my school suck on
that.
TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of goes into who came from the school and the status of the school. You get what I'm saying? Like, for a while, bro, UF was on top. So why would they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that's a necessity for them. You get what I'm saying? But then when we lose, and it's like, damn, what we got to do to get better? You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, let's get, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some new stuff. But I'm also thinking, like,
so just to add to that, right? Just a quick thought, right? Think of, because you know, I'm more so thinking about your alumni and your boosters, who are amongst those people. Think of industries. Think of Texas, University of Texas, Texas Tech. What's in Texas? Oil.
Facts.
Baylor. I have no doubt, bro, that like a lot of these schools that probably are not that good as far as like, you know, every Saturday, like, you know, they're big names, they're recognizable, but they probably, like, you know, if they play an SEC game against LSU, UF, Bama, Georgia, they're getting smacked to sleep. I wouldn't be surprised if you go to their facilities, you go to what the players get as far as incentives, that they may have more.
I could see that. Because I mean, we talking about UF is a big school, but as far as the alumni goes, a lot of the alumni isn't straight. As far, I mean, you know, athletes or like people who would be interested in the sports, they would probably give money to other departments. So I could definitely see that reasoning for sure.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of, and I know there are some people, but off the top of my head, I can't think of like people well, I'm not even gonna go as far as billionaires, but like, let's say, like titans in industries that went to UF, that I can think of off the top of my head. And we went there, so I feel like if there was like
We
just
would
a
know.
straight up
Yeah,
titan,
we would know.
like,
we would know. For
we
sure.
would know, right? So it's not to say the money's not there. It's like it's also the thought of like, you know, like you mentioned before, they, you know, the boosters and them, they probably like, oh, we don't need to get that money. We get them.
Yeah.
We're in Florida. Like everybody wants to be a Gator.